Hi, today I want to show you a little bit of technology that I've been working on for the Limit Theory engine. This is my first attempt at a space station generator. I did this yesterday. It's leveraging some of the technology that I've been developing over the past week. And just like everything else I've shown you so far, it's very rough, but it represents a lot of possibility. So already you can see there's some nice structure emerging, even with very, very basic component pieces. Now sometimes you get stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, like that, kind of looked like a Ferris wheel, but for a first pass, I think this is quite cool. Notice that all the component pieces are really, really simple. They're just like boxy or ring-shaped things. And so in the future, I'll expand the repertoire of the algorithm so that it can use more advanced or better-looking component pieces. But right now, even with those simple shapes, it's producing some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to try to find one that I like, and then we can actually see what it looks like in the game. Oh, okay. I don't know, that's kind of cool. Kind of like the look of that, so I'm just going to load it into the game, and we'll go check it out. There it is. I don't know, that's not bad for a first shot at space stations. I mean, it clearly looks like a structure in space, so that's pretty cool. And of course, it's procedural, so infinite variability. Let's go up to it so you can get a sense of scale. Here we are. It's pretty big. I'd like to point out, maybe for the observant people out there, you might notice that the metal looks a lot better than it used to. That was many hours of work. But it's looking good. I actually think this looks pretty darn cool for a first attempt at space stations. Very cool. And I imagine in the game you will see some fighting happening actually sort of in between superstructures like this. How good the AI is going to be at dodging and bobbing and weaving in a structure like this remains to be seen, but I imagine we will see fighting inside structures like this, which is going to be pretty darn cool. And of course, since space stations can be bought in Limit Theory, that means you can own something like this. This could be home, and I think that's a pretty cool concept. In the future, there will also be docking bays. You'll actually be able to see sort of the little bay carved out of one of these components, and you will fly into it to dock with the station after you've obtained clearance to do so. So that's going to be pretty cool. So there it is. There's your home, or potentially. You bring up the tactical interface, and you can see I can highlight that whole thing. I'm sure in the future you will be able to highlight specific pieces of it, so you can give an order to attack, a certain part of a station. Let's check it out with some fog. This is what it would look like if you're in a dusty system. Very cool. That might be some kind of mining complex or something. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this thing, because that's what I like to do. Destroy stuff. Again, I've lowered the strength on it, so I'm going to be able to kill it with a fighter, which is pretty stupid, but boom, there you go. That was pretty effortless. Alright, so that wasn't too exciting. I just ported over the ship explosion effect and applied it to this station. I imagine in the final game, when you destroy it, it'll actually break into component pieces, so you'll see these modules sort of drifting apart when you destroy it, which will make for some pretty cool debris, but I don't have that done yet. So there you go. I'm sorry that was kind of a short demo, but at the beginning of this campaign, there were no space stations in Limit Theory. Now there are space stations in Limit Theory, and that's the bottom line. So, see you later.